And welcome back, guys. Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Tuesday afternoon, and hopefully this is Darwin Nunez day, as everyone keeps telling me. Hopefully you will sign today and become a Liverpool player. Hopefully his medical is completed today. He don't want to go on forever, hopefully. And we can just announce it and move on. Obviously, there's a lot of other things to talk about today in this video, apart from Darwin Nunez. We also got to talk about potential midfield as maybe us not signing any this transfer window, which for me would be a mistake. I know why they want to do it. I understand why they want to do it. But not signing anyone this transfer window for me would be a bit of a mistake from Liverpool Football Club. We do need to sign people this summer in that midfield position. Look, we're going to get to it. We all know the certain player that Liverpool are very, very confident in buying, but let's see. Let's get to, there's already 29 of you great guys in here, so let's get to the comments first. We got Helen in the house. Ali, we got Jamie Nunes being unveiled soon at the AXA Training Centre. Paul Joyce saying we won't get a midfielder this summer. I don't believe that. I think we want Jude. That's our main target. You can tell, but it's hard to get this summer. So I think we'll wait for Jude. That is probably what's going to happen. And a stopgap like Matheus Nunes this season. We'll get to him as he is on the thumbnail. We are the front runners for Jude's younger brother, Joe. But let's hope the Jude follows suit and join us like his brother. Raging Pot in the house. We'll get a midfielder, bro. We only spent 60 mil on Nunes. We'll be covered by outgoings, so still funds from Midi. And Eddie Cox. Big up to Eddie Cox becoming a member, a Team OG member. Welcome, Eddie Cox. Welcome to the Team OG membership on Jamie Phillips Football Chats. Thank you, mate. Brilliant. I hope you enjoy it, mate. Hope you love it here. And welcome. Yeah, welcome, Eddie. Welcome, Eddie. Look at that beautiful community we have here. Morning all. Another day of Jamie. Big up, Lakers. How you doing, my friend? I got a shout out Lakers as well. And sending me a load of information on Twitter. Thank you very much. And same with Ali as well. Big up to you as well. Hi, good people. The mod mother, Liz. How you doing? Afternoon, Jamie. 25 million for Basuma. We should be all over that. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Shout out to everyone in the building. Big up Jay, big up Savage. So, guys, while Savage is here as well. So, every Tuesday night from next week. So, from next Tuesday night at 8 p.m, I will be doing a Jamie Phillips call-in show, guys, where you guys can call in and have your say on all topics, Liverpool or anything else you want to talk about. And Savage is going to be the nature boy here. You guys know him, Savage. Hugo the Savage, he's going to be my co-host every single Tuesday night, guys, starting from next week. So, guys, make sure you come in. I know a lot of you have asked me to do call-in shows. So, from next Tuesday onwards, from 8 p.m. next Tuesday onwards, we'll be doing the Jamie Phillips call-in shows. And me and Savage will be doing the hosting. I hope you guys come in with all your calls, everything you want to say. I look forward to it, guys. I know you guys have been asking for it. So from next Tuesday at 8 p.m, guys. Basuma, the Spurs are 25 mil. We should be all over that. So in my opinion, yeah. We are in for Bellingham's brother, says Anne. Afternoon, Jamie. Hope you're well. Big up 6 times. 6 times sending me stuff on my DMs as well for everything Liverpool related. Thank you very much 6 times as well. To everyone sending me information on Twitter about all stuff. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. You know, sometimes I miss things. So if you guys send me it helps out loads. Thank you very much. Morning, Jamie. Morning, my friend. How are you doing? LFC don't like his attitude. That's apparently what we heard, Lakers. That's apparently what we heard. Subscribe, like, and share, folks. Big up, Eddie Cox, for just becoming a member as well. Big yourself up, Eddie. Really appreciate it, my friend. I really do appreciate it. Means the world to me, like you would never know, my friend. It really does. It does mean the world to me. Afternoon, everyone. I'm not late. Don't worry. Got big up, Pablo. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Got a funny feeling we'll get Gabby. Says Nunes' hair bone. Wow. Can't believe Basuma went to Spurs for 25 million. He's so cheap. Yeah, we're going to look into that deal. Yeah, we have to look into that deal because this ain't not quite right there, is there? Welcome, Eddie. Anytime. Thank you very much. Yeah, Jamie, you're keeping me going. Well, there's no football and I'm absolutely missing the football and you keep me going and I'm feeling quite down at the moment. Oh, Eddie, my man, I hope I can cheer you up. I don't want you feeling down. We're all here for you, my friend. We're all here for you. If there's anything you need and you want a bit of cheering up, if you got me on Twitter or anything like that, just message me, and I'll tell you a few dad jokes or something, cheer you up. But yeah, thanks for coming in. Thanks for becoming a member. And hopefully I can cheer you up, my friend. Hopefully I can cheer you up because I don't want you feeling down. Life is a bit hard at the moment. I understand. The cost of living is through the roof. Wages stay exactly the same. Life is hard at the moment. I totally understand, Eddie. So if you want cheering up, mate, this is the place to be. We'll cheer you up. We'll shout you out. You're a good man. Big up yourself. Big up Jamie Basuma is the worst Arsenal fan in the world. Hey, Sal. Stubbsy in the house, mate. Just saying hi. I'm working at the moment. Big up, Stubbsy. Hope you do well. You're working from home today, my man. Looking forward to it. Afternoon. Have a great day, you two. Liz, who says we want Matheus Nunes? It was a lot of the gossip last night, my friend. We'll get into it. Jane Paul George reporting Liverpool won't sign midfield this summer. Yes, I know we're going to have to get into all this stuff, guys. Jamie Paul George wrote in his newspaper at the Times he didn't put it on Twitter account for the seat. Yeah, I think we'll get one. Still early in the window, still time. We need one. And for Basuma thing, we wanted him 2 summers ago, but we didn't like his attitude. And Benny Boy back in the house. If Liverpool win the Prem and Villa get top 7, we're going to meet up and have a house party at Jamie's. There you go, Benny Boy. Hello, bro and sis of Liverpool family. Big up to yourself, psychedelic scientist. Morning, everyone. The call-in shows should be fun. Thanks for all the content, Jamie, and keep putting in that work. Big up to you, psychedelic scientist. Hope you're good. Afternoon, rather. I don't know why people are stressed already. Let's wait and see what happens in the window. Exactly. Big news in my personal life. Meeting my new foster child today. She's 10 and will be with us till she's 18. So big day. Oh man, Lakers. You know how much respect I have you for my friend, for doing fostering. I just think that's the greatest thing anyone could do. What you're doing, I appreciate you, my man. It's always love. Backham, Matheus Nunes and Fabio Ferreira for around 80 million, and we're set. Naby out the door as well, in my opinion. I agree. Morning all. Big up, Jamie. Hit the likes. That's exactly. Eddie, it's a 5th anniversary of my wife's death. Oh, bloody hell, on Thursday, so I'm feeling a bit down at the moment. So is my son. But Nunes is making us both feel a bit better, mate. I'm really sorry to hear that, my man. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's devastating. I'd never know what. I don't ever want to know what that feels like. So, mate, I hope I can cheer you up in some kind of way and give you a bit of a laugh. And and love to your son, my man. Love to your son. Keep him close. Keep him tight. And love to you both, my friend. Love to you both. And that goes from everyone here in this community. I'm sure sends their love to you, Eddie. I'm sure they do. Everyone in this community sends their love to you. We're all here for you, my man. Working at home at the moment. Lots of people have subbed to the channel because of you. Massive thank you. And I should be available for Tuesday if needed. Thank you very much, Stubbs. You don't have to thank me for anything, my man. You do the hard work. You do the hard work, Stubbs. They have to come to you. Even if I sent them, they still have to subscribe and stay with you. And that's what they're doing. So that's all down to you, my friend. That's all down to you. I can only send them. You're the one making them stay. Remember that, Stubbsy. You're the one making them stay, my friend. So you don't have to say thank you for anything, my friend. Promo, you doing well, my man? Boom! Now you know what I'm going to say. Smash the like button. Yes, exactly. Let's get through all these comments and we'll get on. Lakers, there you go. Virtual hug, guys. Virtual hug. Company, new Burnley manager. That's wild. Is he been confirmed? That is mad. Respect the Lakers. Yeah, everyone Lakers, massive respect. Jamie Ladd, hope you're well. I'm doing well, Scroobius. I'm doing well. Man like Sean's in the house. Big up to you, my friend. Eddie, I'm so sorry for your loss. I hope you and your son will find a little bit more each day. Love and light to yours. Yeah, exactly. Sorry for your loss, Eddie. Welcome to the best club ever. Yeah, exactly. Sorry for your loss, Eddie. We're all with you. Yeah, exactly, guys. Eddie, you're the man. Everyone loves you here. Everyone loves you here. Everyone loves you here, Eddie. You're welcome all the time, my friend. Welcome all the time. What a nonsense Basuma is going to be at Spurs. He's an Arsenal fan. What an idiot. You ain't winning. Spurs, remember that. Afternoon, Jamie. I hope you're well. Scubrious Pip, I'm doing well, my friend. Sorry, Jamie. No words can ever bring her. Sorry, Eddie. Sorry. No words can ever bring her back. I just hope you find peace. Yeah, exactly. Stay strong, Eddie. Sorry for your loss, Eddie, mate. Yeah, exactly. Much love to Eddie. Look at this. Look at the love for Eddie. This is what I like. There you go. And go subscribe to Steve's channel as well. This is what I'm saying, guys. Eddie, you're loved, my man. You're loved. All right, my man. You're loved. Come here every day. Have a bit of a laugh with us. You know me. I go on forever on my shows. An hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. You know what it's like over here. Get in the chat. Have a laugh with everyone in the chat. Just feel, try and feel a bit different for a couple of hours in your day. And hopefully that makes you feel better, mate, in the long run. It's all love, mate. It's all love. There's a great saying that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Cheers, Jamie, mate. No, you're right, man. You're right. I can send them, but you're keeping them. And that's the main thing. That's the main thing. Right. I'll get the rest of your comments in a minute, guys. We got to talk about some things. But first of all, before we start, there is 74 beautiful human beings in here right now. And we're only on 33 likes. We should at least be on 74 likes if there's 74 people watching. Come on, guys. Hit the like button. So remember, if you're on your mobile or your tablet, go over to that thumb button and press it with your finger. Come on, guys. We need to get them likes up. If you're on your computer, go over your cursor. Press that like button. Press that thumb underneath my face right now, guys. We've got 76 people watching. We should have 76 likes. Go for it. Smash it up, guys. Helps the channel massively going forward. So, Nunez. So, it feels like an end of an era in a little bit, don't it, guys? It feels like an end of an era, but an exciting new chapter. That is what I'm going to say. It's an end of an era, but an exciting new chapter in Liverpool Football Club. So, Sadio Mane looks like he is going to be leaving now. Sadio Mane looks like he's going to be leaving to Bayern Munich this week. So Bayern Munich are going to put in a brand new bid of 30 million euros plus add-ons, which is the closest the two teams have been so far in negotiations. There's a lot of talk that Liverpool will accept this deal. The add-ons go up to 40 million. So there's an exception that Liverpool will just accept this deal and get this deal done. It's best for both parties. Get Mane out. Look, Mane has been a great servant to Liverpool Football Club. I don't want to hear anyone diss Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane has been a great servant to the football club. He just feels like it's time to move on. And if that's what he feels, he has to move on. At the end of the day, I always say this. Bayern Munich are getting a great person and a great human being in Sadio Mane. But what they're not getting the best of Sadio Mane. You got to remember, guys, we had the best of Sadio Mane. We had the best version of Sadio Mane. 27, 28-year-old Sadio Mane was the best left-sided winger, attacker and world football for his time. There was no one better. We had the best version of that player. You don't see players doing what they did to Bayern Munich and Neuer when he's turning Neuer on the edge of his box and chipping it over him. No one does that. That is the best version of Sadio Mane we've ever had. And Bayern Munich are going to get a Sadio Mane. He's a great human being and a great person, but he's not the footballer he once was. And that's not a diss on Sadio Mane either. It just the fact of life. It's the fact of life at the end of the day. Sadio Mane has been a great servant to this football club, but he is going to move on. It's a day that's always going to happen eventually. People move, people come, people go, people move on. And Sadio Mane is moving on, guys. It's not the end of the world. It is not the end of the world. And then Nunez is coming in. Nunez is coming in. Now, for Nunez, what we hope he can do is replicate what Mane did for Liverpool. If he can do that, we don't lose out. We don't lose out. What is going on my screen? And we don't lose out, guys. We need Sadio Mane. We need Nunez, sorry, to try and recap everything Mane did for Liverpool. You know, in a way. Otherwise, we're weakening ourselves as well at the same time. So I'm very optimistic on Nunez. The man's a clinical finisher. We're going to play different next season. I'm looking forward to it. I really can't wait. I really can't wait. I know a lot of people are very, very split on Nunez. Very split on Nunez. I'm not quite sure why, but people are very split on him. Look, everyone goes on about first touch and, you know, his key passes and all this sort of stuff. None of that matters to me as long as he puts the ball in the back of the net. The man puts the ball in the back of the net. That's all that matters to me, guys. That is all that matters to me. He puts the ball in the back of the net. Nothing else matters, and it shouldn't matter either. Nothing else like that should matter apart from him putting the ball in the back of the net. And he's very capable of doing that. He's an exceptional footballer. And I can't wait for next season. I can't wait for next season. We're going to play with a new dynamic, you know, especially up front. You go Diaz on the left, Salah on the right, probably Darwin Nunez through the middle. You got a Bobby Firmino on the bench. You got a Jota on the bench. You got a Carvalho on the bench. That's your backup front three. So that's your backup front three. That's a good backup front three. You know, Carvalho, Jota, and Bobby Firmino, and then your first front three is Darwin Nunez, Diaz, and Salah. So we're going to look a bit different going forward next season. There's no doubt about that. No Sadio Mane in the team, first time in the Klopp era. It's going to be a strange one. It's going to be strange, but it's something we will get used to very quickly. Football changes all the time, guys. People come, people go. You can't have sentiment in football, guys. You can't have too much sentiment in football. Sentiment what kills you. You know, you have to move on in life. And look, I think we're doing the right thing. Do we need another forward? I will probably say yes, because I like Carvalho. He's 19 years of age. I think he will play a lot next season, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of pressure put on a 19-year-old. But then again, as the old saying goes, if they're good enough, they're old enough. So, yeah, maybe that's what Liverpool are looking at. Maybe that's what Jurgen Klopp's happy with. Maybe he's happy with Carvalho, Bobby and Jota being his backup three to the front three. All depends how we play next season. If we play a 4-2-3-1, you're just playing one up top. So you can change the wide men around all the time, can't you? You can play different players in them wide areas as well. So it all depends what system we're picking next season. But I do think we need another forward, guys. Don't know about you lot. I do think we do need another forward desperately. And obviously we need a midfielder. Look, we'll get to the midfielder and thing in a minute, but guys, in the live chat, do you think we need another forward? If so, what forward do you think we should get? There is a bit of talk today about Rafinha. Apparently in some newspapers, you know, Liverpool apparently about to bid 60 million for Rafinha. Let me know what you think about that. Obviously, Liverpool are trying to tie down Mo Salah's contract. There's an acceptance at Liverpool apparently at the moment, which I read yesterday, that Liverpool think that Mo will sign a new contract now. There is an acceptance at Liverpool that they think Mo is ready to sign a brand new contract, which if that's the case, that would be great news for us. Excellent news for us. So, yeah, let me know what you think on that, guys. Let me know what you think on that. I don't know what's going on with my screen. My camera is so crap. There we go. So let me know what you think of that, guys. Let me know what you think about that, if that's the case. Let me know what forward you think we need. What is going on with my screen? Sorry, my computer's bugging out. Right, I'll just leave it like that. Leave the green screen up because the camera's going mad. Let me get some of your comments. What's next for Bobby Firmino? Is he going to drop back into the midfield? I think Bobby will still be used as a false 9 at times, and then maybe a number 10, depending how we set up. All depends how we set up, guys. If we set up in a way, then I can see Bobby being our false 9, number 10 next season. I'm glad there's no links to our amazing centre mid, John. John would be fuming if we lost him, my favourite player. Big up to you. Jamie, oh, I lost my comments in. There we go. Jamie, we need a couple of midfielders, in my opinion, because it's been Suma type and Kevin De Bruyne type. I sort of agree with him, man. Terry the Goat says hello. Big up, Terry. Oh. Look at Terry Flaws' picture there. Football Virgil, big up to you. Love Eddie. It's about the community around your channel. It's full of kindness and some good friendly banter. Big up, Liz. The mod mother has spoken. Liz Golden, Stephanie was my ex. You're having a dig. Let's get to 2K. Hit the sub button. Yeah, one thing I will want to say about that quickly, guys, is that you guys are going mad. I mean, my subscribers are flying through the roof at the moment, and it's down to every single one of you spreading the word, spreading the love, and telling people about this great channel. So I can only thank every one of you as well. And to all the new subscribers, big thank you for joining. I'm on overnight, I made 30 subscribers overnight, which I don't know how, but I did. And I thank every one of you. I'm on 1,750 right now. I'm only 50 away from 1,800. So the 2K goal before the beginning of the season is very much in sight. I can only thank every single one of you. Every single one of you need to be thanked. And obviously, I wish I could do it individually and meet you all and thank you and shake you by the hand and just say thank you very much for everything you're doing for the channel. But what I can do is just sit here and tell you right now how much it means to me that you support the channel, you subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. I'm working my butt off, and I'm working hard. Sometimes I barely see my wife and kids during the day because of the work I'm doing on here. It's sometimes you don't just turn the computer on and press the live button and you go. You got to do your homework. You got to have things ready and planned for what you got to talk about. Otherwise, you got nothing planned and you go and make a terrible video. So it takes a lot of planning, takes a lot of stuff to do before you even press the live button on this chat, on this thing. And yeah, I dedicate a lot. Guys, I speak to you a lot more than sometimes I do the wife at the moment. And so I can only appreciate what you guys are doing and subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me. It really does mean a lot to me. And I love the fact that you're doing it as well. And joining memberships. I mean, I've got like 17, 18 members now, and I only started it the other week. And that's amazing to me. That's amazing. And you guys super chat, you send your memberships. I mean, it's just, I can never thank you guys enough. I really can't. But what I can give you is quality back. So that's what I can give you. I can give you a video every single day. I can give you my wit and wisdom whenever I can. I can give you fun shows, debate shows, panel shows, watch-alongs. I'll give you it all, guys. I'll give you everything I've got, and in my appreciation, that is my thanks to you. Okay, guys, that is my thanks to you. And it's much love to you guys. It really is. Much love to you guys. And especially like Moon Oot. Big up to you as well, because I know you subscribed as well. Big up to you as well. Much love to all of you. Now, on that, we've got 117 people watching right now and only 61 likes. 117 people. We need 100 likes, guys. You know the average. The average on this channel is 100 likes at least. We need to get at least 100 likes on every single video we do, because it helps the algorithm. Tells YouTube, bloody hell, this Jamie Phillips guy's quite popular. Let's keep pushing these videos out. So 100 likes, guys. So if you couldn't mind hitting that like button right now, it's 121 of you. If you're on your phone or your phone, mobile, your tablet, whatever, press with your finger, go over to that fun button, hit the fun button with your finger as many times as you can. Get them likes up, guys. And let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. You guys are brilliant. Hope your hope you and your family. Big up, Jamie. And Jamie, I think we'll get a midfielder this summer and next summer. That will happen. We have to get a midfielder, in my opinion. Stephen, sorry, it was a dumb all my friends. Took it off. Took it out, like put it back on. Does that help? I'm not sure. Jamie, what do you make of Joyce reporting that we'll probably look at a midfielder next season? Tells me that we want a certain player. It tells me we want a certain player, and there's no point getting another midfielder because we want that certain player. So, big up, Ivan. It's got that Virgil van Dijk sort of story to it. Do you know what I mean? It's got a Virgil van Dijk kind of story to it. We'll get to it in a second. Cheers, guys. That means so much. You never walk alone. Let's bring some more trophies home back to big up Eddie. Big up Eddie. Mane will never walk alone. 5-star guy. Exactly. Jamie, we need 2 midfielders. 1 in Basuma role. 1 Kevin De Bruyne role. Agree. What if we brought Job? Wouldn't Jude want to come with his bro? Well, you can use it as bait, couldn't you? You can use it as bait. Right, Jude, we got your brother. Look, you have to come now. We have your brother. Don't make us do bad things. Like that sort of scenario. Is that what we're all saying? Well, apparently we're interested in Jude Bellingham, by the way. We are interested in him. So, big up, Chris. Call me Bear21. Will Liverpool invest in another midfield because it isn't looking as promising as I would hope? Jude looking bleak, and the PSV player, that one I doubt. Would you do? Who do you think they are going to get? So obviously Matheus Nunes is a big option for Liverpool at the moment. That's why he's on the thumbnail. On the thumbnail. If I look back, so there's a rumor going around at the moment that Julian Ward went to Portugal not just for Darwin Nunez, but he was talking to the agent of Matheus Nunes. Now, he's a Rodri type of player at Sporting. He's like a defensive midfield type, but he's quick. He's energetic. He's got a pass on him. He's very Rodri-like. He's very Rodri at City-like. Now, apparently the price for him is really decent as well. It's between that 30 and 40 million, which I said if we were going to buy a midfielder this summer, it would be between that 30 and 40 million sort of price tag. And why is my chair so low? There we go. Around that 30 or 40 million price tag. So maybe we're looking at him. Maybe he's someone we're actually looking at, which I wouldn't be surprised. Look, we all know what's going to happen. Liverpool want Jude Bellingham, guys. Liverpool want Jude Bellingham. There's no ifs or buts about it. That's who Liverpool want. Now, this is why I'm saying is it a bit like the Van Dijk situation. So, back a few years back in the summer, we desperately wanted a centre-back. We had Skirtle and Lovren and Saka and people like that. And Klopp wanted a centre-back. He wanted a proper centre-back that can organise his defence. It can organise his defence, sort his defence out for the long term and bring us more success. But Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool both said that player is Virgil van Dijk. They didn't want any other player. Their player was Virgil van Dijk. That is who they wanted. No one else. And obviously, we were a bit naughty in that transfer. The tapping up stuff. We already spoke to Virgil before we even spoke to Southampton. That sort of stuff. So we had to apologise. And we said, all right, we will leave it now. You know, we apologise. We would never come back in for Virgil again. And it was left as that. And I remember that summer, because us Liverpool fans, even I was saying, but we still need to buy a centre-back. We're a centre-back short at the beginning of the season. We need a commanding centre-back. Jurgen Klopp didn't want another centre-back. He only wanted Virgil van Dijk. That's all he wanted was Virgil van Dijk. So what did Liverpool do? They waited till the January. They let the dust settle. They let things calm down a little bit. They had peace talks. And then they went back in for Virgil van Dijk in the January. Now, the Virgil van Dijk deal was meant to be 55 million. That is how much we were meant to buy Virgil van Dijk for. But because everything that happened everything that happened in the summer, we was a bit naughty. So they slapped 20 more million on us, sort of like a compensation kind of fee. So in the end, we paid 75 million for Virgil van Dijk. And obviously that became a meme, and all the rivals are talking like, oh my God, if he's worth 75 million, Chris Smalling must be worth about 100 million. That is one tweet I remember to this day. And but Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp were proved correct. Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp were proved correct. We got the best defender in the world. There is no better centre-back in world football than Virgil van Dijk. I don't care what people are saying for international football and all that. They find all these little clips of Virgil van Dijk, getting beaten and stuff like that in international football. I couldn't give a shit. In club football, there is no better defender in world football than Virgil van Dijk. It's as simple as that. Commands our defence. He leads our defence. All the trophies started coming in as soon as Virgil van Dijk walked through the door. It's not a coincidence. Obviously, Alisson was part of that as well. But this is what I keep saying, guys. If Liverpool's main target next season is Jude Bellingham, and we get Jude Bellingham next season, I'm all right with them. I'm all right with leaving it this summer. Now, that might not be the most popular thing to say in the world, but I'm all right leaving it this summer and then getting Jude Bellingham next summer. If that is the reason, if that's the main reason, or we do something this January where we bid for Jude Bellingham in January for him to come in the summer so we get it done early. Because I can see that happening as well. I can see that happening. I can see where we bid for Jude Bellingham in January and he stays at Borussia Dortmund and then we get him in the following summer. That could be a very real possibility if that is what Liverpool Football Club are looking at right now. If that's their goal, they want a Nuno. They want Nuno this summer, so they wanted a number 9 this summer. So we went big on a number 9. We got Diaz in the January. Don't forget. So Diaz. Sorry, guys, my allergies are mad at the moment. So we wanted Diaz in the summer. Don't forget, we were meant to buy Diaz this summer, so we will go buy Nunez and Diaz this summer, guys. Think of it like that. We're going to get both of them this summer. But we've got Diaz in the January, Nunez in the summer. So we've got 2 attackers already this season for the new season, yeah? If Bellingham's the one they want, I'm willing to wait for the Jude Bellingham transfer. I really am. But the problem is, I still think we need more in our midfield than just Jude Bellingham alone. I think we do need more in our midfield than just Jude Bellingham alone. I think we need a little bit more. Personally, in my opinion, Henderson's only getting older, and I love Hendo. I don't want to hear no Henderson slander, by the way. I don't want to hear no Henderson slander. You can think of him as whatever you want as a footballer, guys. Fair enough, but the man's a leader and a captain in this club. Do I think he should play every week? No. I'm fine with that. He shouldn't play every week. But at this moment in time, he's our leader, he's our captain, and he should be in the squad. There's no doubt about that. He shouldn't play every week, in my opinion. But you see how important he is, and Jurgen Klopp plays him in all the big games. There's no doubt about that. He plays the big games. He's the big occasion player for us. His work rate is second to none. I don't think people look at Henderson's work rate enough. Henderson's work rate is as good as it gets. You know, Trent's allowed to do what he does because of Jordan Henderson, by the way, because he fills in that gap. But for me, he can't play every week going on next season. That is why I think we need a midfielder now. I think we need 2 midfielders. Jude's the main star next season. If Jude's the big transfer Liverpool go buy next season, and that's the only transfer we buy, we need a midfielder this season as well, in my opinion. Someone that can just come in, fill the gap at the moment, but is a long-term stayer through the campaign, you know, through Liverpool. So if that's a Matheus Nunes, say, if the rumours are true, we didn't just go to Portugal for Nunes. We went there to talk to the agent of Matheus Nunes and his availability. If that is true and Liverpool are thinking about getting him, we do need another defensive midfielder. Fabinho gets the odd injury here and there and he can't play every week. We need to interchange them, swap them about. So I'll be all in favour of buying another defensive midfielder as that cover help out Fabinho as well. Especially if we're playing 4-2-3-1. If we're playing 4-2-3-1, you need two anchor midfielders. So you can't always play Thiago and Fabinho every single week. It's just not going to work. You need cover in that area. So the only other option is Hendo. So you need another option next to him. So and Matheus Nunes would be that option. So you can play. Then you got four cities. Then you got four number sixes. Basically, you can play them two anchor positions if you play a 4-2-3-1 formation. So we do need a midfielder this summer desperately, in my honest opinion. But if the end goal is Bellingham next season, I'm here for it, guys. I'm all for it. Bellingham would be massive for us. Absolutely huge. Let me get some of your comments. Mane is getting the same. Mane is getting some money that he deserves. Yeah, I agree. Villa would put a bid in for Mane. Can he link up with Palpatine? Nunes reminds me of Torres. He reminds me of Cavani. I don't know why. I get Cavani vibes off Nunes. I get Cavani vibes. Jamie, I think we'll get someone like Matheus Nunes this summer and go for our main target Jude next summer is what I believe. I never heard of an ex-Liverpool player. I've never heard of an ex-LFC player to say he never felt the same about our fans. Never forget LFC. We adore our heroes. Exactly. I'm looking forward to next year. Just seeing that we are getting predictable on the field. What surprise, Jota suffered a muscle complaints the other night, almost looked like he's running into the ground. Yeah, these international friendlies after the season's ridiculous, by the way. Absolutely ridiculous. I know they're saying, oh, they're not international friendlies, they're Nation League games. Dress it up as you want. Nation League, international friendly is the same bloody thing. They're just trying to make international football competitive because they're desperate to. But it's a friendly. Let's get it right. And all these players are dead on their feet. What are you for doing? Just let these guys rest. Are you not going to tire them out enough next season with a World Cup at the end in the winter, in the middle of a Premier League and the domestic worldwide leagues are going to have to be stopped to play a World Cup? And you're playing these guys enough. Let them rest, man. It's ridiculous. I think they're going to play 4-3-3 attack with Carvalho supporting Nunes. Jamie, I've got a good feeling about Nunes, say my friend. Nunes will be way better than that rubbish. Terry Milner Silva in the house. Why are we signing someone with the same name as Nunes? Shaqiri. Players come and go, managers come and go, owners come and go, but we, the fans, remain year in, year out. Win or lose, we remain loyal to Liverpool. Exactly. He isn't here to play foosball. Everton on the verge of being sold to a mining company. Must have found gold down Bremen Mortar. Diaz Nunes salad doesn't suck. No, it does not. Seems quite injury prone, bit concerned. Bro, not taking shots, but what was you thinking when Villa beat you 7-2? It was a complete shocking myself. I was very, very angry, my friend. Very, very angry. In front of DNS and then JNS, that's and then doctors. JNS. Benny Boy, most of it was deflected goals and Adrian tax. Oh, fuck me, Adrian, Jesus Christ. We needed a Kevin De Bruyne type player. That's what Carvalho might be, to be fair. Scroobius. That's what Carvalho might be. A midfielder's priority for me. Kunku, let's go. Do you think we get Ramsey and Nunes will give us a plan B if we got Gavi, who could be our new Thiago, would be a good summer, Salvatore says. Yeah, so the Ramsey stuff. While we're talking about Ramsey there, bringing up Ramsey is a good thing here. So Calvin Ramsey, Liverpool want Calvin Ramsey, but at the moment Aberdeen are taking the piss. Aberdeen are starting to take the mick a little bit. They now want 10 million. They want 7 million up front and add-ons to 10 million. Now, obviously, Liverpool will probably do that deal because it's still not a massive transfer deal, is it, in the scheme of things? But what it is, Liverpool will be like, you're just taking the piss a bit here. It was 4 million last week. Then it was 6 million. So the other week, last week, it was 4 million rising to 6 million. Now, Aberdeen wants 7 million rising to 10 million. Now, Liverpool will still do this deal. That's what Paul Joyce has said. Liverpool will still go do this deal. It's not put them off the deal because it's, in the scheme of things, it's a small amount of money. But it just takes the piss, doesn't it? Aberdeen are just trying their, they're just pushing their luck a little bit, trying their luck. And I suppose you can't blame them. I suppose you can't blame them that much. But, yeah, they're just pushing their luck a little bit. But, yeah, I'm here all for it. I'm here for it. Let them push it. Let them push it. Why not? Why not? Let them have a go. Yeah, cover for Salah. Yeah, exactly. 60 is too much. Don't you think next season we're going to start playing the young players, Jamie? I think Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott will play a lot next season. I think them two definitely will. Rafinha. Swap Mane for Gnabry. I think with Gnabry, he turned down 250 grand at Bayern Munich, and no one is on 250 grand at Liverpool. So there's the problem. I'd rather that 60 mil go towards the midfielder, to be honest. Yeah, so, yeah, this Rafinha stuff, it was in the newspapers today. Apparently, Liverpool are looking at another forward, and Rafinha is the one that's come up apparently a lot in, the Liverpool scouting department and stuff like that. That's the ones they've mentioned quite a lot, is Rafinha. Now, personally, this is just me personally, I don't like Rafinha. I'd rather get the 60 million. If we go buy an attacker, I'd rather use that 60 million and get Bowen instead of Rafinha. I really would. I'd rather have Bowen. Bowen's not going to play. Like, Rafinha's got a bit of an attitude problem at Leeds, and he plays every week. What's his attitude going to be like at Liverpool when he's not playing every week? That's going to be saying, I'm not too fond of that. I'm not too fond of that. So if we're going to buy another attacker and it's going to be a Premier League attacker, we're looking at the Premier League for it. I'd rather Bowen over Rafinha every day of the week. I don't care. People might call me nuts and say, no, Rafinha's a baller and all that. Don't think out on Bowen, man. Bowen's a baller too, man. He's a great footballer. And I think 60 million shifts him from West Ham as well. We really do. So we have got 60 million to spend on an attacker. And that's how Liverpool are feeling. And they want to save the money. And then they want to get the midfielder next season in Jude. And do, like I said, do a Virgil van Dijk kind of transfer. And just wait for him. Then I would go and get my man Bowen from West Ham. I would seriously go and get him. Then you've got Bowen, Salah, Darwin Nunez, Jota, Bobby, Carvalho, Diaz. That's a heck of a front line. Rafinha's got a bad attitude, just like Richarlison, exactly Salvatore. That's why I wouldn't want him. That's why I'm surprised Liverpool are looking at him, because Liverpool look on personality quite a lot in the way they do business with people. Liverpool look at when Liverpool do transfer business, personality is a big thing on their thing. It's not just technique and ability and agility and all these sort of stats. They do look at the personality of the footballer. I think personality comes up is a big thing in the way we do business with players. They want harmonious locker room, changing room. They don't want any bad apples. All the bad apples that have been at Liverpool have all been sold, all been gone. And I think they too take that thing. Some people might find it silly, but Liverpool, I think, take it seriously. I think Liverpool take it really seriously. So that's apparently why Liverpool never went for Basuma. Apparently, the rumour is Liverpool spoke to Basuma a couple of seasons ago, but didn't like his attitude. They just did not like his attitude. And because they didn't like his attitude, they gave him the elbow and said, no, he's not for us. It's not for us. Just been some stuff. Hang on, let's have a look. Lakers, what you shared me. So this has come from Lakers just now. Info, there is a top Premier League club about to exercise the release clause for Porto's Vitinha. The midfielder has a clause for 40 million euros, which is 35 man. The club is in the top 6 of the Premier League. Ooh. And that's come from LFC Transfer Room. Wow. So the top 6. So it's not going to be City. I don't think it'd be City. I don't think it'd be Tottenham because they just got Basuma. So if Tottenham are getting a Basuma, I don't think they will go and get him as well. They've got Højbjerg there as well. And they've just signed Skip to a new contract. So they obviously like him there. So I don't know if it'd be Tottenham. Arsenal ain't get. I don't think Arsenal are in for him. And Man United are going for De Jong. And Man United are going for De Jong. That only really leaves Liverpool and Chelsea. That only really leaves Liverpool and Chelsea, don't it? I would say. It's one to watch out for. And Ali, I think Ali might. Yeah, Ali sent. Big up Ali as well, sending me the same thing. Top 6 Premier League club. Apparently, go hit his. That can only be Liverpool and Chelsea. I can't see it being Man City. Man United are in for De Jong and Anthony, so I don't think they'll be going for him as well. Tottenham have just got Basuma, and they got Højbjerg there. They're big fans of Skip, and they got Bentancur. So I don't see it being Tottenham either. You've got Bentancur, Skip, Højbjerg, and Basuma. That's their midfield 4. So I don't see it being Tottenham. It's us or Chelsea then. It has to be either us or Chelsea. It must be us or Chelsea. Must be us or Chelsea. I mean, if it's Man United, that's come out of nowhere because, you know, Man United were in for Anthony and De Jong. I can't see him putting up business like that. That'd be amazing. If I mean, keep an eye out for that, guys. Keep an eye out for that. Thanks for everyone tweeting me. If we get another winger, Jamie, I don't want another Salah. I want a playmaker like Diaz. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's why I'm saying Bowen, man. Bowen. And Nkunku is priced at 100 million. He certainly is. RB are not going to let him go for less than 100 million. We need a midfielder general in the mould of Kevin De Bruyne. They're hard to find, to be fair, Shaqiri. They're hard to find. You know, Kevin De Bruyne type midfielders are a lot of money. And plus, there ain't many of them. To be fair, there isn't a lot of them. Barella maybe at Inter Milan, one. There ain't too many of that type. But Barella at Inter Milan, you could argue. Nkunku can play midfield. But, you know, he's going to be 100 million at least. I can't see IB letting him go for less. Well, we just cloned Stevie G. Why has no one thought of this? I've said this before. We've learned how to clone a sheep many years ago. Why don't we just put Steven Gerrard in a lab and just clone Steven Gerrard and get a 25-year-old Steven Gerrard and put him in our midfield now? Job done. Job done. Everything's sorted. We win everything. That's what we need to do. Just clone Stevie G. Everyone, so we can do it. We can clone sheep. We can clone Stevie. Someone get hold of Stevie and put him in a lab and start the cloning process. That's what we need. We need a 25-year-old Stevie in our midfield. We're done. Only team with a real king. Bang on. You have Gremlins, Jamie, do I? Only team with a real king. Bang on. You have Gremlins, Jamie, do I? Oh, you mean baby kids? I thought you meant like Gremlins. Oh yeah, because my my background. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm so behind on these chats. I forgot what I spoke about earlier. Yeah. I'm so. When was that chat? It does say 12:20, and it's now 12:50. Yeah, yeah. I'm so far back on these chats. Let me get through. Jamie, I'm manifesting Gnabry to cover Salah, swapping for Mane. Alan Senior House. For the last 2 years, I've been saying Trent stays at right back, but I'm coming around trying him in midfield. What do you think, Jamie? Do you know what? If we go 4-2-3-1, you go 4-2-3-1, you could always play. Trent at right midfield if you got a right back in. Don't get the hype about Rafinha, overall overrated, horrible finisher. I agree with you, my man. I am exactly on terms with you there. Scroobius would sell Bobby. The only thing with Bobby, I don't think he's got a lot of market value. I don't think Bobby's got a lot of market value. That is my only problem with Bobby at this moment in time. And with his muscle injuries, how much you seriously go get for Bobby? That's the thing. Guys, there's 163 people watching right now. And it's only 86 likes, my man. 160 people watching and only 87 likes. Let's get the likes up, guys. I want at least 100 likes on every video we do. It helps out so much. So, guys, if you're watching right now, go over to that thumb button underneath my video. If you're watching on your mobile or tablet, and press that thumb button. Press it, guys. All 150, 160 of you right now, press that thumb button if you've not pressed it already. Let's get the likes up to 100, guys. If you're on your computer, put your cursor over that thumb button and click, click, click. Come on, guys. Let's get them likes up. If we get Rafinha, I'll celebrate the whole year. Yeah, Rafinha really splits a lot of people. I don't like him. I know some people do. I'm not on the Rafinha train, should we say. We should play 3 centre-halves and wing-backs. What do you think? You know, I've always said about playing 3 at the back because we have got the team to do it. You can play Virgil, Konate and Matip in a back 3. Who's getting parts of that? Virgil, Matip and Konate in a back 3. Robbo and Trent as wing-backs. I mean, we have got the sort of team to do it, but then it leaves you a bit, you know, like what happened with Chelsea. Chelsea lost a defender and a wing-back, and their whole system fell to pieces, didn't they? And he just kept playing 3 at the back. All those system fell to pieces. So I'd rather just keep 4 at the back. You got more options there. So if a player comes out injured, you've got more options to slot into them positions. Personally, Salah replacement. Well, for the next thing for Bobby is signing for Villa. Sin 92. We need a fast playmaker like Sterling and Mahrez. Yeah, I mean, I can see why people were saying Rafinha, but for that sort of area. But I would prefer Bowen. I think Bowen's great. According to Man U fans, Liverpool are frivolous with spending. Oh, Jesus, United can't talk to anyone about spending. Oh, Jesus Christ. Kane has sent a warning to Nunez. Has he? Why is everyone so upset that Liverpool bought Nunez? I don't get this. Like Harry Kane's now upset. Man City fans are only talking about Liverpool and Nunez. What is everyone? If everyone's that worried about us buying subs, Jamie Naughty. Oh, I wish. I don't get people that buy subs. I don't get it. The thing, if you buy subs, guys, I know people, YouTubers have bought subs before to just give themselves a little bit of a boost when they start up. Or the problem is, though, if YouTube actually find out you buy subs, they can shut your channel down. And they're not real people. I don't get the old buying sub thing. They're not real people. No, I want real people subbing to me, not bots. Weird. But yeah, everyone genuine on my channel. Jamie, close your window, bird watch. Watching cough, get the line. My window is shut today. That's why I'm so hot. Terry the Goat, smash the like button, people, and subscribe if you're new. Be up, Terry the Goat. Trudon, 2K subs for a solo presenter is pretty incredible. Congrats. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Trudon. I do try my best, my man. And thank you for that. I appreciate that. Jamie, you're doing the best. It pays well, hard work, and you'll get there, son. Big up. Thank you very much. Red Scout, TTV. And big up, Red Scout. Giving me a lot of information on Twitter the last few days. I appreciate it, Red Scout. I've been reading it all. I'm really bad at replying to everyone on Twitter and stuff like that, just because, you know, if I'm downstairs with the family on my phone, you know, kids are in your ear and stuff like that. But yeah, I do appreciate all the stuff you've sent me on Twitter recently, my friend. So thank you very much. You need to do a 2K special show. If I get a 2K, when I get a 2K, guys, I will do a special show. I'll get like, well, a bit like Saint did, get all the guys on, have a laugh, have a party. Yeah, it's hard to do YouTube channel. People only see the end result when you make it. Keep up your good work. Thank you very much. Lauren Phillips is a legend. She is the Julia to your Jurgen. She certainly is. She certainly is. Is that United top? Better not be. No. It's an Adidas top. It's an Adidas top. It's an Adidas top. There you go. Adidas top. I would never wear another football team on my skin. I don't get that. This is one thing I'm going to tell everyone now. I don't understand people that wear other football shirts if you support another club. I don't get it. I don't care if it's like people like wear an Ajax. Like I've seen Liverpool fans wear Borussia Dortmund shirts, Ajax shirts, Real Madrid shirts. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You don't support them clubs. And they'll be like, yeah, but I just like the shirt. It doesn't really matter. I just like the shirt. It's like a fashion thing now, ain't it? It's like, no. You've gave money to other clubs. Do you not get that? You've gave money to other clubs by buying their merchandise. What are you doing? I don't get it. It's Liverpool. Only Liverpool t-shirts touch this skin. I don't have no other football top. The bigger you get, the bigger you the bigger you get, the bigger you get. The bigger you get, the bigger you get. Big up for you. That's very hard to say, Virgil, for me. Nearly at 2K. How did that happen? I know you guys are spreading the word and the love, guys. That's what it is. You know, you guys are tremendous. I mean, it's gone very quick. Considering I only got 1,000 subscribers on the 18th of May. I hit 1,000 subscribers on the 18th of May, and we now sit on the 14th of June, and I've got an extra 759 on top. So that's just madness. That's great growth. I don't know why Liverpool fans are stressed at losing it. Of one quote that Paul Joyce said, "We will go for a midfielder next summer." Let's wait and see. Usually when a journalist says that, he means we'll get one. I pressed the fun button on my rotary phone. It didn't. Rotary. You know, we always here for you, mate, Jamie. This is why we watch you. You don't just sit there and make random up topics. It's always amazing topics every show. Thank you for everything you do for us. No, thank you, my man. Thank you for your kind words, but it's thank you. It's thank you. Bro, the way you can talk to us all is send us all a Domino's. Mine is a pepperoni passion with stuffed crust on the that is Joyce's opinion. Let's wait and see. Jamie, we need mids and right wing forward. No more square pegs in round holes, bro. I agree. Bellingham deal has already been done for next season. I wouldn't be surprised. LDs, if we don't sign some class midfielder this summer, we're not going to win the Premier League 1,000%. I sort of do agree with that. I think I said on Saints channel the other night in this 1,000 subscriber video special that I said Man City will win the league, but Liverpool, if they get a midfielder in, it could look for me. City and Liverpool are neck and neck. I don't care what anyone says. I don't listen to Talk Sport anymore, but I saw a clip on Twitter yesterday, and it was Andy Townsend. Now, I like Andy Townsend. I think Andy Townsend's a good pundit. And what Andy Townsend was basically saying, he thinks Liverpool and City are neck and neck. He doesn't see much between them right now as we talk. He doesn't see much between them, even with the players Liverpool have bought and the players City have bought right now. He doesn't see much between them. And look, last season there was only 1 point between us. So he has got a point. There's not much difference. If Liverpool draw less games next season, we'll win the Premier League, in my opinion. It's them 8 draws. You can't draw more than 5 games all season. We only draw 5 games all season next season and win everything else because we barely lose games. Let's face it. We barely lose games. So I think we can win the Premier League. But I do think we need a midfielder. I do think we need that midfielder, guys. I really do. Lakers said it's Man United, apparently. Right. So the club that's interested in Porto's Vitinha is apparently Man United. So we'll see. That'll be an interesting one. I wonder if De Jong's off the list now. Tony in the house, AJ, thoughts on Paul George saying we won't sign a midfielder and we can't afford it. I think it's all BS, all the money. Yeah, no, we can afford it. I think we're waiting for Jude Bellingham. I wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool have already spoken. If this is the case, I wouldn't be surprised Liverpool have already spoken to Borussia Dortmund. And Borussia Dortmund are saying, you can have him, but not next season. Like, he's going nowhere this season. And if that is the case, because we don't know everything. So if the case is Liverpool have already spoken and put feelers out to Borussia Dortmund, but they're saying, look, you give us the right amount of money, he can go next season. So Liverpool are like, we'll wait till next season then. And if that's the case, I'm cool with it. But we still need a midfielder this season. Because even if we did wait and get Jude Bellingham next season, for me, we're still a midfielder short because Henderson will be a year older. Milner will probably gone by next season. This is probably his last season, then he'll be gone. So then we've got a midfield space, a midfield that's getting older. And the problem is this season, I'm sure we're going to be selling Ox. I'm sure Ox is going to be sold. So there's a midfield space up for grabs in this team. So I'm not sure. I think the money thing's BS. I do think the money thing's BS. Look, I love Paul Joyce. Paul Joyce is the man. You know, he does usually get it right. But I wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool still looked at a midfielder. I wouldn't be surprised. But we've been here before with Liverpool. They usually, I've always said with Liverpool, and people might not like this, but Liverpool go after the player they think they want or know they want. So if Liverpool see a player in the market who they believe they want, they won't go after anybody else. We've seen it before. We saw it with Van Dijk. We saw it with Konate, guys. Let's go back to last season with Konate. So the season before, when we had all our injuries, COVID year, no fans at the stadiums, horrible to watch, and then we lost every single centre-back by October. Our season was done. So by October, we had lost Virgil van Dijk, we had lost Gomez, and then Matip, we lost Matip a few weeks later. So we lost all three centre-backs. We had no centre-backs. We had to play midfielders at centre-back. Jurgen Klopp was crying for a centre-back in January. He asked the owners for a centre-back in January. Jurgen Klopp wanted Konate in January. That we know now. Jurgen Klopp wanted either Konate or Koulibaly in January. They're the two centre-backs Jurgen Klopp wanted. Liverpool basically told him, as we know now, because it's all come out, Liverpool, FSG and Liverpool said, no, Konate is who we're going to buy. We would get him now, but because of his contract with Leipzig, and because they're still in the Champions League, he can't actually move anywhere while he's playing Champions League football. And then obviously, you know, Leipzig didn't play their next Champions League game until after the January finished into the February. So that is the reason we couldn't get Leipzig, Konate through the door in January. If that contract didn't exist, Konate would have been a Liverpool player in January. It would have shored things up. But Liverpool only wanted Konate. And that's why as soon as the season finished, we went and got Konate straight away. There was no messing about. And Konate was through the door straight away, a bit like Nunez is this season. We did it early. And that's all because we wanted Konate from the actual beginning. The club already said, Konate is our player. He's a defender we want. He's the next one in line. They weren't looking at anyone else. That's why they just got like a Kabak on loan. That's why they loaned him. That's why they just got a Kabak on loan and a Ben Davies on real cheap so they can make money on him. It weren't because they were the future or anything like that. They were just a stopgap because Konate was always the main target. Because in his contract, he couldn't leave if Leipzig was still in Champions League football. Then there was no goal on that deal. And that's what's come out now. So my thing is that we do have the money, but I think Liverpool just like getting a player and won't buy anything else less. So they see Jude Bellingham as the best option in their midfield. I don't think they will buy another one because they don't want. They don't think anyone else will be better for them than Jude Bellingham. So in a way, it's shrewd and good business, but also at the same time, it stops you. There's nothing wrong with adding someone else, is there? You can go and get Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham could be the one, right? Jude Bellingham could be the one, Liverpool one. He's the one they want. They don't want no one else. But the problem is, the midfield area is a little bit different because you need to cover so much ground in midfield. The midfielders are the busiest people on a pitch in football. They cover the defensive and the attacking game. They cover all round the pitch, midfielders. So you need an abundance of midfielders. That's the problem. So you can't just go like a centre-back, right, we'll just get Van Dijk, well, wait. You can't do that in the midfield area. You need more options. That's my problem. So if we're Liverpool are waiting to get Jude Bellingham next season, that's fine. Go and get Jude Bellingham next season. We'll wait. Got no problem with that. I think we're all in this comment to be very happy waiting to get Jude Bellingham next season. There's not a problem with that. But in the meantime, we still need another midfielder now as we speak. Right this second, right now, we still need another midfielder for me. So go and get that midfielder. Go and get Sangare. Just go and get Sangare from PSV for 34 million. Sorry, my allergies are killing me. Go and get Sangare for 34 million. Put it, and you've got him in. Then you can go and get Bellingham and Jude Bellingham in next season. And we're all happy. That'll make everyone happy. That'll be fine. But we do need someone in right now. It's not that our midfielders are crap either. This is the thing. Our midfielders are not crap. They're exceptional footballers. The problem is they all pick up injuries. That's the problem. Hi, John Conway. How you doing, my friend? He's been doing a medical at Spurs on Thursday, if you believe reports. Yeah, it looks like it, my man. Sounds stupid, but Miss Man United banter. We don't have that anymore. It's Man City. Weird. You ever think Everton do a City? Nah. Not at all. Matheus Nunes is an amazing player. He certainly is. We should get the deal done for Jude this summer and agree a loan to him to Dortmund for the season. There'll be too much competition for him next season. The thing with Jude Bellingham, do you know what's weird about Jude Bellingham? You hear no one else going for him, do you? You hear no noise about Jude Bellingham from any other club anywhere apart from Liverpool, which tells me it's almost done. I think it's close, you know. If Carvalho, Bobby, and Jota are backups, who plays on the right because balance is not right? Yeah, that's the only thing. I suppose Carvalho. I suppose Carvalho on the right, but it would. Yeah, it's a balance. Yeah, I get you. I do get you. That's why I want Bowen. Bowen plays on the right. Hendo is 32 this year. Right. Do we have his replacement? No, not yet. Thank you for sharing some of your day with us. Keep us in contact with Liverpool Football Club. That's the most important thing. You never walk alone. Big up, Eddie. As always, my friend. I've seen plenty of journos saying we can't afford him, apparently. I don't know. Bellingham would be a great signing. Backing him in, James. Bacon sandwich, big up. I'm going to be doing the garden, Jamie. Won't be able to talk. I'll have you on the speaker. Big up, Pablo. They can't afford a midfielder. Stop behaving like T1 Jonas BS. Bellingham is what we needed. Yeah, it's what we need. And that's why I think we'll wait. We're also in for Garnacho from United. Are we? Jesus Christ. I'm sick of the narrative, to be honest. We have the biggest Nike sponsorship deal in football and beat United in terms of revenue. The money is there, man. Yeah, we have money. There's no doubt about it. Thing is, Liverpool, right? We spend the money in the right areas. Look, Man United spent £400 million while Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was manager. For 3 years, or 3.5 years, Solskjaer was manager. They spent almost £400 million, yeah? And it's got them absolutely nowhere. So Liverpool do spend it right on the right player. They feels the right player. They just won't spend like Man United do. I would get this player, that player, and that player. You know, give them this, and that. Liverpool more like, right, Bellingham's our main target. So in our opinion, no one else is better than him. So we wait for him to be available. We buy him and stick him in our team. And that's all good. I like that. I like that approach. But for me, the midfield is different to every other position in the on the pitch. You need more bodies for the midfield because they do the most work. They do the defensive and the forward part of the game, and they cover the most grass. So you need more bodies. So waiting for Bellingham's fine if we get him next season. We're all for it. I'm here for it. But we need a midfielder now as well. We need another midfielder now. I know it's BS, mate, but we're a huge club. We make more revenue than United last year. We certainly did. Ox is going. Hendo, Naby, Milner, Jones all rotate midfielders now. Not first teamers. Milner, Hendo leaves next year. So why we defo get a first team midfield this year? Jude next year. Yeah, exactly. Jude is what we want. You can tell by the journalist next summer. We will go for backup 6 and 8 in Matheus Nunes and then go for our top target in Jude next summer. Madrid want Bellingham next summer. I don't know if that's more talk than anything. I'll be surprised. I think they look like. I think Real Madrid think a lot of Valverde, and they want Valverde to play that more. Valverde is more of a midfielder. He's just playing a bit out of position at Real Madrid at the moment. But I think Madrid see their midfield three as Camavinga, Valverde, and Mane in the future. Vertonghen at top underclock could have banged Van Dijk. He was a good player, Vertonghen. There's no doubt about it. Jamie, I won't rule out Matheus Nunes from Sporting. We love Portuguese players. Jamie Ward as a sporting director in Portugal before. Yeah, and Pep Linda speaks Portuguese. Yorkshire Red, afternoon, Jamie. I would leave it this summer if the transfer is just short for next summer. Yeah, exactly. Well, Klopp certainly seems to be coach the best players at best. Jamie, they are very confident Jude will pick us by putting it out there with the next summer. It's very risky, in just my opinion. When it came to Van Dijk, we had to wait because other quality centre-backs were there. Because what other quality centre-backs were out there we could afford. Well, if we paid 75 for Van Dijk at the time, to be fair, that was a world record. So we could have afforded any centre-back in the world, probably. With midfielders, they're plenty and cheap. To be fair, we could have probably afforded any centre-back in the world because we broke world records. So I think we could have got anyone we wanted, but they only wanted Van Dijk. Ram in the house. How you doing, Ram? What's up, Jamie? I think getting a stopgap, someone for 20 million. I think Kate will go next season, having a body to cover. Yeah, I agree. We need a stopgap. There's no doubt about it. I agree with all you guys. I do. Nunez looks like a box-to-box, like a bit like Diaz in his special dribbling. When he always enjoys people away. You think they can get the ball and then he's gone. Looks a touch slower than Ox. Sorry, guys, my allergies. Yeah, I mean, Ox is quick, so being a little slower than Ox ain't the end of the world. Fantasy Bangle. I think we need more than Jude, Hendo, Milner, Fab, Thiago all coming to the end of their careers. I do agree with all this, guys. Hendo and Milner are brothers, I swear. Nunes is a very good midfielder. That would be a very good signing for the price. We paid 50 plus for Naby. Yeah, exactly. The fact that we went after Mane gives me hope that we'll get someone this season. Exactly. I believe you were on the spaces today about the CM. LFC fans know the meaning of pride and Merseyside. Hit the gift stream the best. Big up, guys. 107 likes on the channel, on the video today, guys. Big up to everybody who's hit that like button. Another video with over 100 likes. Big up to everybody. If Mane wanted to stay, you'd think we still would have gone for Nunes. How long do you think the club knew about the Mane wanting to leave? Most of the season. I think the club always knew Mane wanted to leave. I think Grizz has said this as well recently. I think if you know Grizz Khan, guys, I think Grizz has said it as well. And a few other people now are starting to say it. I think over on Redmen, they've spoke about this as well. By the look of it and the way we're doing our transfer business, I think they always knew Mane was going to leave. I think they were more hopeful in keeping Mo. But I think they always knew Sadio was going to leave. I don't think it was like all the way through the season. I reckon around the winter time, around Christmas time onwards, I think they knew there was a possibility Sadio wanted to leave, because that's when Sadio started talking. Do you remember around January, Christmas time, Sadio started talking about clubs like Real Madrid and all that? Does everyone remember this? And everyone was a bit confused by it, because Sadio has never mentioned anything like this before in the whole 6 years he's been at Liverpool. But around Christmas time, he kept talking about Real Madrid and PSGs and maybe experiencing things elsewhere. So for me, from about the winter time, I think that's when Liverpool knew Sadio Mane wanted to leave. I really do. It wouldn't have mattered what Liverpool offered him as a contract. I think he wanted to leave. And Liverpool knew that. Look, they went and got Diaz. Diaz was meant to be in the summer. And I think we was always after Nuno as well. So, because if you look at it on the face of it, Diaz is Mane's replacement. Diaz is Mane's replacement. And we've also added an extra striker in. So only one's leaving. We're only losing one attacker, but we brought two in. So for me, Diaz was always Mane's replacement, but he was meant to be in the summer, and we just got him in the winter. So that tells me they've always known. As soon as they knew, he was Mane's replacement. Where did Diaz play? Left side. Where did Mane have to play? Through the middle. And I think that tells you a lot. That Diaz was always the replacement for Sadio Mane. Left side for left side. That's what it is. Left side for left side. And then you got Jota who's the second left winger in the club there, also can play through the middle. And then we bought Darwin Nunez as well. Darwin Nunez was always a Jurgen Klopp buyer. Diaz was a Liverpool club buyer, like the club bought Diaz, but Jurgen Klopp was 100% Darwin Nunez buyer. Would you go for Ibrahim Sangare, Jamie? Yeah, as a stopgap midfielder in that defensive role, I probably would. I think is Liverpool's number one target next summer to play Salah. Oh, in Kunku, yeah, maybe. I think Salah stays. I think Salah signs a new contract. Jared says, why we wouldn't be the only clubs in for Bellingham. We shouldn't pull all our eggs into that basket. That tells me, what that tells me is they're very secure. Liverpool are very secure in getting the deal done. See, the thing is, we don't know what happens behind the scenes. The reports only come out what Liverpool let reported. So we don't know what's happening behind the scenes. That's why I'm saying Liverpool could have already been in touch with Borussia Dortmund. There could already be a phone call. Conversations have happened. We have first refusal, that sort of thing. I wouldn't be surprised if we buy him in January. I wouldn't be surprised if we buy him in January and just get it done, and then he comes in the summer. That wouldn't surprise me even. Welcome, Nunes. If we are championing the Moneyball process donned by the A's and the Red Sox, we would be looking for someone who is worth more than their value. I've just seen Mike Red spinning on chair. Imagine if Nunes dressed up as the Mighty Red. Can you imagine? Comes as the mascot. Nunes and Vitana are both available for 40 million, but both aren't. And at DMs, Nunes is more of a box to box. Let the players rest. Yeah, exactly. I think we get Matheus Nunes this summer and Jude next summer. I don't know much about Nunes. Yeah, I've only seen little bits. About him and his ability, but like you, Ram, I'm not 100% knowing about him. He is great. 6 and 8 Man City United wanted him. I watch lots of channels and everyone is moaning. No players. Love our club bringing in early buyers. Big up the club. Yeah, exactly. Aberdeen saw how much we paid for Darwin and started to go down there. Exactly. You know. Heard today we agreed 10 million with 3 million add-ons. Yeah, exactly. Breaking Bayern could walk away from the Mane deal. Yeah, that is a rumour. If they want Liverpool to come down in their offer, but Liverpool are like, nah, this is how much it is. You want him, pay it. Simple as that. Simple as that. So apparently Sky Sports have just put this out, guys. So Manchester United offer was bigger than Liverpool's, but the project at Liverpool and playing in Champions League was very decisive for Darwin Nunez. Portuguese football expert Pedro Spavia explains why Darwin Nunez chose Liverpool over Manchester United. So Man United try to pay their way out of it. They try and pay their way out of it, and it didn't work for them. Sadio Ali's just sent me more on Sadio Mane. You're buying already with a new official proposal as reported on Sunday. Talks ongoing to full referral agreement. The feeling at the club is more optimistic. They are convinced Mane will play for Bayern Munich next season, says a report that Ali just shared with me from Fabrizio Romano. So thank you very much for that, Ali. So yeah, there's Liverpool likely target Bellingham next season. We absolutely cannot afford to do whatsoever. Oxley, not even older Milner. Henderson declines. Thiago Keita injury prone. Season will be over before it started. Jesus Christ. So many miserable Liverpool fans. Jesus. There are so many entitled Liverpool fans out there. It does my head in. Yes, we need a midfielder, but the season ain't going to be over before it started if we don't get one. God's sake, there are so many entitled, depressing Liverpool fans out there. Gets on my nerves. And they're mostly blue tick Twitter Liverpool fans as well. Oh, the season will be over before it even starts if we don't get a midfield. No, it won't. No, it won't. We'll be extremely competitive. It's just that, yes, if we don't get midfield, we don't get a midfielder. Can we stop acting so entitled? We just got Darwin Nunez. We're spending money. You know, do I think we're getting a midfielder? Yeah. I think we might probably still bring a midfielder in. Will it be someone everyone's happy with? Probably not, because everyone's moaning. But we'll be fine, guys. So if we don't bring a midfielder in this season, we will still compete on all fronts next season. Don't think we won't. Yes, Man City will have the upper hand. But even if we got Jude Bellingham this summer, guys, Man City will still have the upper hand. This is what I'm trying to say. We went and got Jude Bellingham now in our midfield for next season. Jude Bellingham is a kid still. He's not like a 27-year-old Steven Gerrard, guys. He's still a young man who's still raw and learning. He's a kid. So I don't understand what bringing Bellingham in now actually does anything different going into next season if we don't have him there either. I really don't get it. I think we're all like, oh, get Bellingham in, titles out, done, finished. And it's not the case, guys. City will still have a bit more in that midfield department than we will, in my opinion. So all these Liverpool fans on Twitter going, oh, the season's over before it begins if we don't get a Jude Bellingham through the door right now. It's not really the case, is it? We'll still be competitive. We'll still be extremely competitive. We just won't have, you know, even with Bellingham next season. Say we've got Bellingham this summer. Bellingham's in our midfield next season, yeah? We're still going to be a little bit behind Man City. It's not going to be any... He's a kid. It's not... This is what I keep saying. Bellingham is not a 25, 27-year-old Stevie G. You know what I mean? It's a 20-year-old kid or whatever old he is. He's a young lad. 18, 19, he's a young lad. It wouldn't make too much of a difference right now. That's why I can understand why they want to get in next season. But we do need a mid... I'm not saying we don't need a midfielder either, guys. We do need someone in now because our midfielders are good footballers. There's no doubt about that. But they have injury-prone aspects to their game. So we need someone in who's a little bit more reliable and can take the pressure off them so they don't get so many injuries. No, not Rafinha. Rather Bowen for that money. Yet, same. Hey, Jamie, the family are well. Congrats on the channel. Yeah, Bowen for me. Big up, Cedric. Jamie, where do you think Harry to go? Which club? Dartford Football Club. We need to raid Benny Villa for John McGinn, underrated player. John McGinn's a quality footballer. Klopp works us when I do. You trust with the keys to your house and by great players. Exactly. Hey, Cedric. Barella at 70 million is the one for me. He's an elite, different class. Yeah, if we're going to get anybody in midfield this season, that's the one I want, Barella. Jamie, it has to be another attacker if we don't get another midfielder. I agree. Yeah, I just read that, Ali. Thank you very much. So I'm way behind on the chat, so I want to get on these chats quickly. Agree, Barella's class. Yannick, I've looked at Fabio Vieira for a while. This player is good. Bernardo Silva, cheap as well. There's a club in the top 6 about to activate for 10 years release contract. Apparently it's Man United. That's probably United. Jay Rene, fantastic player. And it's important to look at the personality of players. Look at the state of United dressing room. We don't want that to happen to us exactly. Due to release of 2 Cretin kids, LFC don't want feedback on Basuma. We've been linked with him a lot, Jamie. We have 25 minutes into the bargain. It is a bargain. I think because he's got a year left in his contract as well. I think Basuma has literally only got a year left on his contract, so that's why it's cheap as well. Plus, with everything going on behind him, his court case and everything, I think Brighton are like, we'll take 25. I think it's with that. Ali, I've read all them because I'm so far behind these chats. So yeah, I mean, you sent this at 10 to 1. It's now 1:30. Let's see, 2. It's fake how we let Basuma go to Tottenham. If you had to pick prime Fernando Torres or prime Robbie Fowler in the current team, who you picking? Robbie Fowler. Robbie Fowler is the greatest finisher I've ever seen at Liverpool Football Club. Guys, if you want to know more about Nunez, check out Rabona TV videos of him. He's a Benfica fan. He's actually watched him over 2 seasons. There you go, guys. Go and check him out. If I know my club, it will be we haven't got the money for a midfielder next summer yet. Before the window, we really wanted a midfielder mediocrity. The thing is, though, we just put 67 million down payment on the striker with add-ons up to 85 million quid. We just broke our transfer record for a striker, so the money's there. It's United. De Jong might not come. Yeah, that might be the case. Me too. Would rather Bowen. Yeah, Bowen's the man. Afternoon chat, latest news transfer or thrown to anyone else. Big up Edward. Yeah, man, all good. I think that's my initial. Any idea where Anfield Road then stand will be finished? I think it's next season. Jamie, up ready. I think it's next season, so it's not this summer. I think it's the following summer. And midfield in must rebuild situation. I'm scared it doesn't get fixed. Too many injury prone and old players plus 3 young inconsistent players. I don't think Rafinha will be going to Barca. They have too much money, too many players to register, and they don't want a striker. Yeah, they want the Munich striker. Yeah, they want Lewandowski. So Rafinha is available. If we let Basuma go to Spurs 25 million, we must be looking at another player, or we would have switched for Basuma. That's what I'm saying. Jamie, it said top Premier League club. It won't be Chelsea. They don't play a 10. We play 4-2-3-1 for 10 years of 10. We love Portuguese players. Imran, how you doing, fella? Hope you're doing well, Imran. Jamie, how you doing, Imran? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How come we weren't in for Basuma, Jamie? Apparently, Liverpool already spoken Basuma, Colin, and they didn't like his attitude, my friend. They didn't like his attitude. They found out he had an attitude problem, didn't like it, and that's probably why we went in for him. The other reason is we could be looking at someone else who Liverpool think is a better fit for us. They're the only 2 things I can think of, my friend. What do you think of Konrad Lemire from Leipzig? Very, very good footballer. There's a lot of talk about him at the moment. Oh, Jesus, these allergies. Good player. I think he could come in as well. Apparently, the valuation of him is like 20 odd million as well, I believe, ain't it? So, Jesus. If he is that cheap, then yeah, let's go for it. Excuse me, guys. I'm a bit thirsty. I ain't had a drink yet, so I'm coughing. So I do apologise. Hi, Jamie. It's United in for Vitinha all over the press. Yeah, that means they can't be getting Frankie de Jong in. I think the season after the upcoming season. If we aren't going to sign a proper midfielder, can we not sign Vitinha from Porto? He's got a 12 million release clause. Then Bellingham next summer, I agree. Jamie, it was the same sources that said we'll go for Nunez and watch this space. Man United We're putting Boris Johnson up front, and we need a leader in the camp. Jesus Christ. Oh, we're getting Ramsey as well. Yeah, Ramsey's coming in. Just a bit more money than we thought of originally. I salute you, bro. He should be a good player. He played for Wolves for a bit. He's good. Yeah, he certainly did. Hit the like button on Jamie starts a dad joke. Yeah, hit that like button, guys. So smash the likes up. 116 likes, 122 watching. So, guys, if you've not liked yet, make sure you hit that like button. Press on the like button, guys. Get these likes up through the roof. I would appreciate it. No, I think Bobby is just tired, man. When Bobby comes back, he's going to be fine. He's going to be absolutely fine. Yeah, I think Bobby will be good. I'm looking for Bobby to get 10 goals, 10 assists next season in all competitions. I think that's something Bobby could strive for. Look, and Bobby's got a year left in his contract. He doesn't want to go anywhere, so maybe he wants to play for a new contract. There's a lot for Bobby that he can do yet in this club, and it's good to have around. Now, he's going to be rested. There's no international football. He might go to the World Cup. So if he goes to the World Cup, he'll have a busy winter. But I think we can get some good moments out of Bobby still. I think we still get good moments out of Bobby. I've never noticed he got Premier experience. Yeah, he used to play for Wolves, didn't he, at one time? Bobby is a playmaker like Thiago, exactly. Similar to Tottenham, I was hoping Liverpool would pay the 25-30 for his release clause. Yeah, he was on loan there. He's quality. Taki is 100% leaving Liverpool this summer to either Monaco, departure of Tuchel or Leeds United to bolster their midfield. Well, if we get Rafinha, this is where the Rafinha talks might come in from. So if we're going for someone like Rafinha, we might be using Taki as a make weight for that transfer. So Taki goes to Leeds, to bolster that position, that area of the pitch, and we take Rafinha. Glad we got Bobby. He's just a top guy. Again, sticking with Milner in the youth. Phillips of City, says Jamie Leeds. Yes, it looks like Calvin Phillips is a big transfer target for Manchester City because they want 2 DMs. They got Rodri, they want another one because they got Fernandinho leaving, so they want 2 DMs. This is what Liverpool need to do as well. Need to get 2 DMs. What's Kane say? I'm not sure, guys. Not worried about Basuma going to Spurs as long as we get our first team replacements. Big up, Jamie. You're good. I'm good, John. I'm good. They are so jealous and hatred towards Liverpool. I'm not warning. It's not a warning, Jamie. It's just him saying the competition will be hard this year, but he will do his best to get the golden boot. Oh, okay. Got you, my friend. I think the price would be 85 for Bowen and 60 for Raf. I like both. Bowen seems a natural fit. Yeah, he does. They're scared slow him down to speed him up. Let's go, Nuno. They're scared. Yeah, exactly. City just signed Haaland and they're obsessed with us getting Nunez. Exactly. Jamie, can you bring your subs? Jamie, can you bring subs on your channel at half time? Like those other. Yeah, of course I can. We already play Maker and Diaz. Reminds me of Mahrez. It does. Man United wasted 8 million on Maguire. They have the audacity to accuse Liverpool of overspending. I know. Jamie, you need to get on the football terrace. Yeah, right. Can I just shout this out? Whoever did this on the football terrace the other day, I salute you. So it must have been one of my subscribers. So someone I was watching the football terrace the other day, and someone sent a super chat to Terry on the football terrace and said you should get Jamie Phillips on your show. Now, whoever did that, big up to you. Big up to you. I appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, so I was just sitting there watching on my computer, watching a bit of the football terrace the other day. What is it? I think it was on Saturday or Sunday. I'm sitting there watching the football terrace, and a super chat comes up on the football terrace, and Terry reads it, and it says like, Terry, you should get Jamie Phillips on your YouTube channel. He's a great guy. And I was like, oh, thanks. So whoever did that, I can't remember who it was. Big up to you. Many thanks. Many thanks. Get my name out there. My pleasure, my bro. We are Liverpool. Let's all go. Yes, exactly. Manx spent 95 million on Paul Pogba. Don't forget that. Exactly. Howdy from Mongolia Reds. Big up Storm Thomas. Big up from Mongolia. I've seen a great meme on Twitter. It was Bobby laughing. He said, Benfica's though. Benfica fans laughing. Porto lose their best players yet. This summer, they're losing their best players to Liverpool. I thought that too. It's funny. Well said, Jamie. That's why we have so many flaky supporters. Just got home from work. All good, Jamie. Big up Andrew Kerr in the house. I like other team shirts, but I just buy them on holiday in the fake shops. Yeah, that's all right. Then you're not giving no money away. It's midnight in New Zealand. Jesus. Britannia transfer news has gone quiet. Anything in it, Jamie? Apparently it's Man United, my man. Apparently it's Man United. Manx spent 95 million on Pogba. Let me go again for free. I know the money they have wasted. Jamie is the best. Almost. Jamie is the best. Almost. I've had that. Big up, Helen. Big up, Helen. Can Nunez get 26 plus goals for Liverpool? His first season playing with Nunez, Mo Salah. That's a good point. How many goals does everyone think Nunez will get in this coming season? I think he'll get 15 Premier League goals, personally. I have every home Villa shirt since 2001. Just got my first shirt at 13 and my first season to get 15. Big up, Benny. Don't worry, Jamie. My other shirts are fake. The money not going to those clubs. That's fine. I'm all good. I'm all good with fake kits. Fake kits are good. Fake kits are good. Don't give money to opposition clubs. That's all I say. Welcome, Darwin Nunez. I hate the way other clubs go from Will signing midfielder to next summer FC. I hate the way our club goes from Will signing midfielder to next summer FC. To be fair, they were right this summer because we got Darwin Nunez in. I think, don't forget, guys, we got Darwin Nunez in this summer, a 64 to 65 million outlay that will go up to 85 million pounds. That's a big transfer. And we got Diaz in January. It's not like we ain't doing business. We've got Diaz in January and Darwin Nunez this summer. That's two fantastic attackers in two transfer windows very close to each other. January was only 6 months ago. And we got, so we got two excellent attackers in. I mean, it's not the end of the world, guys. Any news on joining? Any news on joining his Apple computer's not taking joining? It's Matt. I don't know what it is, Wolf, because I've got a Mac. I've got an Apple Mac. That's what I do my work on. This computer right here is an Apple Mac. And I can go on every YouTube channel that has a join button and press a join button. So I don't know what it is. So I'm going to actually look into it. I've been looking into it so far. There's a YouTube channel. There is a YouTube channel that tells you if you've got iOS device how to join membership. Because there is so many people with iOS devices that can't join memberships on YouTube. So I'm looking into that YouTube channel. Once I've looked into it, read everything about it, what I do, if it's legit and it works, I will send you guys the link on my community tab. So what I do, if this YouTube channel works, I will look into it, make sure it's all kosher, and they're not talking BS. If it works, I will then share that YouTube channel in my community tab, so you guys look out for that in the coming week, all right, guys? But I don't want to send you something that's all BS either. I don't want to send you something that's BS either. Wolves and Liverpool are keen on Matheus Nunes. Big up. Thank you very much, Lakers, for the message. So, guys, give me a time on that and I'll sort it out. Talk, just waffle. They do. City better midfielders at one true Liverpool club need Rafinha and Bellingham. What do you think of Declan Rice, Jamie? Quality midfielder, but there's no way he is going anywhere with that price tag on him. No chance. Jamie, do you agree the English media are trying to make out Sadio Mane is greedy on 360k a week of buying? He wanted 400 at Liverpool. I don't mind him chasing the bag. He deserves it. No, go for it. Go for it. Would I pay Sadio Mane 360 grand now at Liverpool? No, because I think he is declining a little bit. So, but did he deserve 360 grand 3 years ago? Maybe, yeah. But right now, a 30-year-old Sadio Mane, who is declining a little bit, and let's face it, he is. He's not the Sadio Mane he was 2 years ago. Still a very, very good footballer. So I wouldn't pay him 360 grand a week now at Liverpool. No. So if he's going to Bayern Munich and Bayern Munich are willing to give him that money, big up to Sadio Mane. There's nothing wrong with Sadio Mane. If he wants to do it, go for it. I've got nothing but love for him. Savarian, how you doing, my friend? Hey, brother, how you doing? Feeling good about Nunes signing Calvin Phillips to go. Ooh, Calvin Phillips. Hope you're doing well, my man. Spurs are doing good business. They certainly are. Liverpool can afford 2 new midfield. Can you? Is William C not at 8? That Fulham kid you signed. Carvalho. Yeah, he can play 8 or 10, I believe. We're on left wing. We wait to see who can so Bellingham and Saka next year. Don't forget waiting for Naby. Exactly. Makes perfect sense to pay Jude Bellingham now so we can get him and let play Dortmund last season. I agree. Remember when we signed Keita on premium, we signed Ox the same season. That's a good point, Ram. Very good point. And we paid 40 million for Ox in his last year of his contract as well, don't forget. 40 million we paid for Oxlade-Chamberlain. And we paid a premium and got Keita on the same transfer window. But obviously, Keita didn't arrive till the year later. That's a big point, Ram. Good point, my man. That's why I'm saying it's not over yet, guys. FSG are rated at 1 billion plus, right? FSG are rated at 1 billion plus, right? Easily. Yeah, the thing is, though, their company is worth 1 billion. That doesn't actually mean John W. Henry is worth that. That's the thing. Tottenham get Basuma. You're right with Ox leaving and Milner too old. Liverpool should bring in 2, at least 1 brand new midfielder. Paul Joyce is right a lot, but sometimes he does waffle. He does. LF Tree trying to swap Ox or Bowen. Don't think the Hammers would sell him though, and definitely not on the swap. If we give 40 million and Ox, might test the waters. Seeing the Liverpool journal say we can't afford to buy another midfielder or Milner's extension, Jordan Henderson and Milner. Old age, Keita, Thiago, and Fabinho injury makes no sense. Can you translate? That makes no sense to me either. No sense to me. If Ox is leaving, we've just released 7 players as well. That frees up a lot of wages. We're going to sell Ox. We're going to sell Taki Minamino. So it's all bull. The problem with Liverpool-based journalists, they're guessing. It's a lot of guessing game with Liverpool-based journalists because Liverpool don't give out any news. They give them what they want to hear. So Liverpool will just go, right, this is what's being said in the boardroom. And then they just go with it. But it's not always the truth. We just spent 67 million down payment on Darwin Nunez. There's money, guys. Don't believe it. It's waffle. It's waffle. There's money. There's money. We're going to spend 10 million on Calvin Ramsey, a right back, a young Scottish kid. There's money, guys. Don't. It's all BS. There's money. If it's money for the right type of midfielder, that might be different. So, if it's money for Jude Bellingham, which would cost between 80 and 90 million, then maybe we don't have that right now. That's different. That's completely different. And that's why they're waiting until next summer. But that doesn't mean we haven't got 30 or 40 million right now to buy a midfielder. Does that make sense? You still need a new midfielder. Yeah. The Nunez deal will be paid for with the players we're selling. Nico, Ox, Mane, where's the money? FSG. Ox and Keita for Bowen. Why were we in for Tuchemani? The money is there, or was it a swerve to get Nunez? No, we wanted both, mate. Liverpool very close to 4 billion. They certainly are. Not going to lie, it looks like Kanate looks the real deal. Yeah, Kanate's great. Keep Keita, as he's got legs, unlike most of our midfield. Exactly. Liverpool make a lot of money off shirt sales. They certainly do. Kanate for 36 million was a bargain. He's made 2 caps for France. He's easily worth 50 million. If you look at the season he's had, exactly, he's a tremendous defender. Tuchemani is off to Real Madrid. That's why I said that. I don't know what's going on there. Starting at 1 billion. I need Fabio Ferreira. We made 96 million just for the Champions League. We did. Katie last season, 3 goals, 1 assist. Alisson had more. Not signing a proper defender in January 21 was like me telling you the house is on fire now and you telling me you will help paint it in the summer. It was a crisis situation. FSG dropped the ball. Fair enough. Tony K. Now is Fabinho injury prone 2022. Says he only missed 3 games through injury. I don't think it's all financial. I think Klopp and AFC only want certain players. Yeah, the thing is, guys, we're all very easy to blame FSG all the time. But you've got to look at Jurgen Klopp as well. Jurgen Klopp pulls a lot of strings in this club, guys. Jurgen Klopp is the one who wanted James Milner. Jurgen Klopp is the one who wanted James Milner to stay. No one else. It was Jurgen Klopp. So we can't always just go and straight away blame the owners for everything. You know, you've got to look at the boss as well. And I think Jurgen Klopp and like Liz says, I think Jurgen Klopp, the boss and the owners want a particular kind of footballer. And so we've got to be. We can't just always blame the owners straight away. Do you know what I mean? Sangare is a good for Fabinho's defensive. Yeah. Would everyone be happy if we sold Keita? The PSG are interested for 50 million. I would give Keita another season. I'd give Keita another season, but I'd want Keita to be let off the leash a little bit. Now, I think we're trying to turn Keita into that Genie Wijnaldum type of midfielder, and that's not what he does. I want Keita to get hold of the ball in higher areas of the pitch and infect the game on that end of the pitch. I don't want Keita getting the ball in the halfway line and doing tracking back. I want Keita to have a bit more freedom in his play. Because there's no doubt about it, guys. Naby Keita is a very good footballer. He's got ability. It's there. We all know it's there. We just want him to show it for Liverpool Football Club. And if he does, then good for him. I don't think it was as bad as everyone says he was this season. I think there were some good performances from Naby Keita this season. There seriously was. At the beginning of the season, he was arguably our better midfielder at the beginning of the season. It's just that he's not that impact player. I don't think Naby Keita is a great impact player off the substitutes bench. I think if you go have Naby Keita, he needs to start games. I think Henderson is better coming off the bench and impacting a game of football than Naby Keita is. I'd rather start Naby Keita in the 11 and have Hendo as the impact player off the bench. I think it works better that way around than the other way around. See if I do anyway. Pank, how you doing? Jamie Origi, Mane all are going to contribute 45 goals and assists. How are we going to manage those goals since we had Nunes incoming? Right. I'm going to say this about the Origi and Taki situation. Apart from the 2 domestic cup games, we never played Taki Minamino and Origi in the league. So everyone's saying, right, we're going to miss. We're losing our depth with Taki Minamino and Divock Origi, but we never played them in the Premier League, so they're not going to be missed in the Premier League games. In the cup games, he might give them positions to the kids. I do think Jurgen Klopp is probably going to be looking at it thinking the quadruple is almost impossible, and it completely and utterly exhausted my team last season. Completely exhausted them. I'm going to concentrate more on the Premier League and the Champions League next season. And the 2 domestic cups, we're going to play the younger guys. We're going to play the younger guys in them and then see how far we can go. If we start to get quarterfinals and semi-finals, I might start adding a bit more first-teamers into them competitions. But let's see how we go. Let's give Kay Gordon a Taki Minamino job in the league and FA Cup games. Because in the league, Origi and Taki Minamino hardly played in the Premier League. Hardly played. I think Taki Minamino played against Southampton this season. Was it the second to last game of the season? And that was his first Premier League start for over 1 year. His first Premier League appearance in 1 year against Southampton. Tells you everything. So as much as Taki and Origi play in the Cups, they barely play Premier League games for Liverpool Football Club. So they're not going to be that missed in the Premier League. It wasn't my words, it's Liverpool journals that you said that. Get me Gavi. Gavi, yeah. Bellingham is offensive. Sangare is defensive. They play well together. Did Liverpool confirm Nunez? It's almost done, my man. Fabio Vieira's deal, so he is. Sam fans are getting salty that most Reds want our front three as Diaz, Nunez, and Salah Jota isn't in there. Laughable. I love Jota. We've got to give Jota his dues, guys. I hate his excuse. Our weak point is midfield, and it cannot be ignored. You say it's our weak point. I do agree with you. I'm not saying I disagree with you, but I mean, considering how much better Man City's midfield is to ours, they only beat us in the league by 1 point. You know, they won on 93, we won on 92. And to be fair, in that Villa Man City game, we were 15 minutes away from winning the Premier League till Man City came back for the first time. Man City have never come back from 2-0 down till the last day of the season to win the Premier League. So we were literally 15 minutes away from winning the Premier League. So this is what I'm saying. Our midfield's not dead, like everyone say it is. Does it need improving? Of course it is. Is that the weakest point in our team? Yes, it is, because you look at the back line and the goalkeeping situation, extremely strong. You look at the front line, extremely strong. The midfield does need work. I do agree with that. But I wouldn't say it's completely dead or anything like that, because we almost won the Premier League. So that would have been a domestic treble. Literally, Man City have not come back and won a game when they've been losing 2-0 for about 4 seasons or something like that, the stats were, in the Premier League. And then on the final day of the season, with 20 to 15 minutes left to go, they come back and win 3-2. So we weren't far out from winning the Premier League. So the midfield's not dead. It's a competitive midfield. Otherwise, we wouldn't have done this in the Premier League, the Champions League, and all the domestic cups. But it does need tweaking a little bit. There's no doubt about that. So that's why I'm not so... I think we can go over the top on things sometimes. You know what I mean, guys? It's not like it's a dead position. I'm seeing people saying, oh, we don't sign a midfielder, then the league is dead before it started. I mean, that's just stupid talk. Did we get the guy? Don't want us to splash the cash all the time, but we need to spend the money in midfield. We do. I agree. Conrad, not yet, but hopefully today. Question is, the grand extension still on time to finish? It's going to look all soon Saturday. Yeah, it's well on time. I think they're ahead of time, actually. Maybe United does not have the money. The Glazers have spent it all. Yeah. Calvin Ramsey looks like the deal will be broken down. The deal will be agreed for 5 million, including add-ons, and now they want 10 million up front and 5 million add-ons. Yeah, they're just taking the PS a little bit, ain't they? Why are City worried about Nunez so much? I don't know. Liz, what about the time he has played in England after Mohamed? Let's go Nunez, 30 goals this season. If we genuinely are about the life and want to overtake City, we should get Nkunku for the number 10 and Nunez. Rafinha to Liverpool, I hope so. Any chance of signing Naby Fekir? He's changed his agent. He's doing decent. I think his price has gone down massively, an option in a way. We've been there once bitten, twice shy, whatever that saying is, you know what I mean, Tony? Liverpool has money, so wait and see. Liverpool are in a real good place at this present. Midfield is coming back, right back next. Sell some stock incoming. Come, big up Storm, Tottenham, Sumo, big up Doug, Darwin Nunez. Is at the Active Training Centre in Kirby. Big up Doug. How you doing, my friend? Comrade Philly Nunez is already in Liverpool. Oxford West Ham. Love to see that he needs game time to stay fit for a bit. Demo in the house. I'm not sold on Darwin, but if he bags, I'll start singing Old Darwin, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by. Ram, sorry, man. I'm so behind the chat, Ram. This is like half hour ago. Ram, if you're still about, of course you can. Let me know if you're still about, Ram, and we'll quickly get you in. No one told me Basuma had release cost 27 minutes, 26 million. Wow. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so far behind. All right, let's get these up. All right. Big up, Hunter. How you doing, my friends? We're also losing a Origi and Taki for Nunes, Diaz and Mane. Yes, there are lots in total spoilers like those who don't want to jump and dump on our midfield. Jamie asked them to tune into 2010 review. Imagine them seeing that. Yeah, guys. So I have got a 2010 review tomorrow. So make sure you're ready for that, guys. Tomorrow, I'm doing my video tomorrow will be the 2010 Liverpool season review. So that should be an interesting one. Everyone and their dog seems to know the secret deals behind the scenes stuff on YouTube, on Twitter. So why are these people not football journalists, etc.? Everyone has a sauce, barbecue, get dogs, etc. Pick up, savage, how you doing, my friend? The Super and Gary Birch going for 25 minutes criminal. We should be trying to get at least one of them. Just tells me that Liverpool didn't fancy him, I suppose. I'll take Kante at Liverpool. Yeah. I don't know, Kante's legs are dead, ain't they? Absolutely dead. Jamie, do you do a collab with Saint? I've done that. Yeah, I've done a few videos with Saint before, Tone. I've done a few videos with Saint before. He's been on the show a couple of times. I've been on his show. Yeah, we've done a few bits before, my friend. Grizz, I've never... do you think Grizz Khan is reliable? Grizz does get a few things right. I think Grizz has a little bit of insider intel, but yeah, he's a good guy, Grizz. 15 goals, 5 goals, Champions League for Darwin Nunez. Yes. See you later, Helen. Michael also. Hi, Jamie. Did you see Rao saying that Liverpool weren't loyal to Steve G for letting him go to LA Galaxy? Yeah, he might be right as well. Gangan D, it's about time Liverpool spent big in 4 years. Big up, Gangan D. Jamie, we need to stack up at least 2 quality midfielders. Like, I do agree. Jamie, it's very underwhelming getting Diaz and Darwin Nunez considering we are losing Mane. It's underwhelming getting Diaz. What? I wouldn't say that's underwhelming. Yeah, losing Mane is sad, but I wouldn't call that underwhelming getting 2 quality attackers in for Mane. I wouldn't call that underwhelming, my friend. But each to their own. Each to their own, my friend. Each to their own. I'm kind of guy. I do the research, fan. Big up, Drew. Diaby to Newcastle faults. Yeah, I mean, Newcastle got money to spend. They want to spend it. Good luck to them. You know what I mean? Why would Nunez stop dropping numbers? No, he will get better. It's only not worse. Nunez is 24 goals plus 8 in the Champions League total first. I mean, what we've got to remember, guys, there's not a lot of attackers that get over 20 goals in the Premier League every season. That is a very difficult number to get. So if Nunez this season gets like 15 Premier League goals, I'm happy with that. He's 22. So the older he gets, the better he's going to get. So it's a good starting point. Big up Jamie up the Reds. Big up Jody. How you doing? Jamie sent you a DM about the midfielder. I think I saw that. Paul Smith in the house. Matheus Nunes is like a quality midfielder. We need that decent price. Exactly. Jamie, that video shared for membership on iPhone works. Oh, it does it? Sweet. So, guys, I did share a video. I was hoping it worked because I know one came back to me. So, guys, on my community tab, you go on my community tab, you'll see I shared a video. Charlie's saying it does work. So, go and check it out, guys. Go and check that out. I'll reshare it again later, guys. I'll put it back up again later because Charlie's saying it does work. So, Jamie, that video you shared for membership on iPhone works. So, guys, if anyone's got an iPhone or an Apple device and you're finding it hard to join membership, I did share a video a while back on my community tab, and Charlie says it works. So go and check that out. If you can't find it, guys, I'll resend it later today. Yeah, that's a great bit of business for Burnley. I hope he does well there. I hope he does well. And there's quite a few decent midfielders available. Seems all around 40, 50, 60 million. Vieira, Matheus Nunes, Sangare. Tad expensive, but realistic, I think. Yeah. Sky reporting that United are still in for De Jong and have acquired Abani, so not sure if that fits in going for Vitinha. No, it don't, does it? I always think positive will work. Saturday afternoon. Niall. By the way, Paul Joyce said that Liverpool likely target for midfielder next summer. That doesn't mean we won't get one this summer. Exactly. Are we getting Rafinha? Hopefully. I'm not a massive Rafinha fan. Jamie, you have to admit 2 of our biggest legends during this peak of Liverpool were severely underpaid, Mane and Gini. I hope they don't make the same mistake with Diaz and Nunez. Well, no, because I think Diaz and Nunez, when it comes to new contract extensions, they will get higher wages. Remember, they came in on roughly 100 grand a week now, so they're only going to go up in wages. So I think it'll be fine. I'm split on the Gini thing. I'm going to tell you right now. With the Mane thing, I agree. Mane was underpaid. He should have been paid more. But with the Gini stuff, I'm split on Gini. I really am. I'm split on Gini. I don't think he was a midfielder of quality. I really don't. I'm split on Gini. Gini's biggest thing for me was reliability more than his quality. He was a workhorse in midfield, and his reliability with quality. There were his 2 attributes. I don't think he was a quality midfielder, but he was a good player. So that's why I'm always split on the contract scenario with Gini Wijnaldum. Does he deserve to be on more than 75k? Yeah, of course he does. If we look at the way football is, then Gini should have probably been on 100k, in my opinion. Gini should have been on 100k a week. When you hear about the rumours is that he wanted 150 grand a week, he wanted 150 grand a week and 4 years, I'm not sure he's worth that. But that's just my opinion anyway. For 50 million for 20 grand. Which players sell we get Nunez really back, and how much we made in shirt sales? I'm sure we can get 50 million for 2. Guys, we got money. Let's not worry about it. We have got money. Camilla, big up to you. I've got to get through these chats. Fantasy Bangel. We need a midfielder that can take control of the game. All our midfielders are good players, but no one can take control. I do agree with that. Jamie was going to super chat, but comes up dollars. Weird. Any ideas? Bit like Apple thing. If it comes up dollars, it's fine, my friend. If it comes up dollars, it's fine. Jamie, owe you a $10 super chat, guys. If it comes up dollars, when you super chat, sometimes it'll come up pounds, euros, dollars. It's all cool, man. It's all cool. You can still send it. Too many games, win, draw, and loss last season. We have 2-0. We have lost 2-2-0. The CDM is all we need presently. I agree, Mr. Sinclair. That's what I agree with. I agree with that. That man says, didn't think that you'd still be live. How wrong was I? Love that. When am I next on your channel, my friend? We're Salt Saint this week, my friend. Don't worry. Any more collabs with Liverpool fan channels, James? Yeah, I've got loads coming up in next season, Tony. So when the season starts, I've got lots of plans. Don't you worry. Birth of Enemies TV. Gang of Deep. Mane isn't on 100k a week. His initial contract when he joined, which was renewed 2-3 seasons back. He was roughly 160 grand a week plus individual and team achievements. I think Gini deserved more than 8 grand a week. Then, in fairness, I'd give him at least 140 a week. Oxen Cater 140 a week. Gini's done more than them. I think they came in after Gini, and that's why probably. But I do agree. I'm not saying I don't agree with him. Thoughts and rumours. Green. I don't want to talk about him. I do not want to talk about Marcus, Man United player, guys. Don't want to talk about him. It's disgusting. I don't care. I mean, I heard them voice notes on that girl's WhatsApp. That girl ain't lying. So, no, I don't want to talk about it. Jamie's a new DM on Twitter about midfield. Just took a look. All right, I'll have a look, mate. Sorry, Jamie, doing my gardening to finish that. It's all right, my man. We are finishing up. Guys. We need a maverick like Kevin De Bruyne. Guys, I love it all. Love it all. And guys, look, what we're saying here, we definitely need another midfielder this season, and I agree. Let me put that out to you right now, guys. I absolutely agree. We need another midfielder. We got Nunez in. I'm happy with our attacking options. Really happy with our attacking options. I'm happy with our defensive options and our goalkeeper options. I'm absolutely over the moon by all that. We do need another defensive midfielder. Personally, for me now, this season, and then we go next season, and I think we can compete with City. I think us and City are neck and neck, even as it is right now. I don't think there's much in it. We're going to go again next season. Next season's going to be great, guys. But I agree with you. We do need a midfielder. Personally, I do agree. We need a midfielder. No doubt about that. Right, tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow's video is a good one. It's the 2010 Liverpool season review. Make sure you're here. It's the Roy Hodgson season. Make sure everyone is here tomorrow, guys, because we are going to be looking at the beginning of the 2010 Premier League season. The Roy Hodgson season, the start of it. The Roy Hodgson. We're going to look at it. 2010 season, guys, up on the channel tomorrow. Make sure you tune in, guys. It's going to be a good one. We're going to look at all the games we played that season, the transfers we had that season. We're going to look at the squad Liverpool had in 2010. No way, not the white era. Yeah, we're going to do it's the beginning of the thing, guys. So tomorrow is the 2010 season, and then every week we're going to do another. So then it'll be 2012, 34, all the way up to where we are now, guys. So that's a new series on the channel starting tomorrow. Make sure you join me for it, guys. It should be a good one. Till then, guys, make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe. Thank you for joining. I'll see you all tomorrow, guys. 12 o'clock tomorrow. The Roy Hodgson here at Liverpool begins. We look at it tomorrow. It should be a fun one. See you guys tomorrow, Jamie. And yeah, Tony, I will be reacting to all the Premier League fixtures. I will actually be on early on Thursday. I'll be on early on Thursday to be doing the fixtures live as they come out at 9 a.m. So look out for that as well. Be up to everyone. Much love, much respect. See you tomorrow, 12 o'clock. The 2010 Premier League season review.